Hey, welcome to this next video, and here we're going to have a look at Instagram, which is without a doubt one of the hardest social media platforms to grow on now. We're talking Premier League. This is the place where you need to have your A game, otherwise there's no way you're going to grow your page, okay? I've got a 5-day challenge for you that is going to up your Instagram game to the next level so that your Premier League status. Okay, you ready for this one? It's going to be short, but there's loads of content in here. Okay, let's get ready. Before we jump in, please do remember to subscribe to my channel to make sure that you don't miss out on any more videos like this. Ready to go? Let's do it. Okay, so this is split over 5 days, okay? But obviously you can do it all at your own pace. But day one is all about sorting out your profile picture, making sure that it is high quality and it's a really clear image of you, preferably DJing if that's what you do. If you're a DJ, it should be a really clear image of you DJing, not too busy background, not miles away and not really close up. It just needs to be a really good image of your face. If you want to get some ideas, look at other DJs' pages, Roger Sanchez, Todd Terry, Louis Vega. Look at what these guys are doing and get something similar to that. So the kind of DJ that you aspire to be like, have a look at their pages and see what sort of profile picture they have. That'll give you a little idea of what to go with. So that's the first one, profile picture. Get that right. So important. It's one of the first things people look at. Next up is your handle, your name. So for me, I have Paul Hutchinson DJ across everything so that people know then when they land on my page, they're confident that they're in the right place. And that's what you need to do with yours as well. It's no good having paul./hutchinson.dj. It's way too complicated and it starts to look spammy. You'll see so many people that are just not getting followed at all because their name just looks so spammy and it looks like it's a fake account. So don't fall into that trap. Simplify your handle, your name, and use it across everywhere. Okay, that's the first part. That's day one, okay? Let's move on to day two. Okay, one of the big parts for day two is focusing on your bio. You have to remember, no matter how big a DJ you think you are, there are people in the world who don't know you. And if you want them to follow you, you need to give them a reason why. You need to tell them about yourself. And you only have those few lines at the top. I think it's 150 characters over 4 lines to tell your story. So this is what I suggest you do. Who are you? What do you do? Why should I follow you? What do you want me to do next? That's it. Keep it that simple. And again, if you want more ideas on this, have a look at what some of the other DJs that you aspire to be like pages look like and copy something similar to them, to how they've got it. But you need to make sure that you've got in there keywords that are relevant to you as a DJ. So if you're a house DJ, you should really have the words house DJ in there because the algorithm will pick up on that and show it to people that are into house music. But make it clear to people so they know if they're going to hit that follow button or not. I see so many people with pages with nothing in their bio. And I'm just not going to follow that page because I don't know anything about you. So don't fall into that trap. Don't make that same mistake. And that is an important one. That wraps up day two. Let's move on to day three. Day three is a big one on Instagram, especially because you can't put a link anywhere in your posts when you're doing it on Instagram, apart from in your stories, okay? But on your main feed, you can't do it. So the only place you can do it is with a link in your bio. I've used many pages over the years. One of my favorites is SocialTap. You can put up to 5 links in your bio without having anything. But if you want to start promoting your music, start promoting your gigs, things like this, you need a link in your bio. Definitely recommend SocialTap. Please do head over to my page at Paul Hutchinson DJ. Don't forget to give me a follow, of course. And have a look at mine. That'll give you an idea of the kind of thing that you can do with this incredible platform. But that is where you put links to your music, your mixes, your radio show, your selling tickets for your gigs, things like that. It's so important on Instagram that you have a link in bio site. I mentioned earlier that you can have up to 5 links in your bio. I personally wouldn't recommend having that many in there. Maybe 3 is probably a better number because you're just going to confuse it for people, but really keep it simple. Just another quick one that a lot of people ask me about as a social media manager is whether they should get the blue verification tick or not. You can subscribe to that now for, I think it's around £15 a month. And it does verify your account, which is great because it secures it. It also means that if you have any problems, it's very easy to get hold of someone to get some answers and to get some help on your page. So that's probably one of the best benefits. Instagram does say that it gives you more reach and more visibility. I'm not sure if I agree with that or not, but the best thing about it is the security element. So if you're interested in subscribing to the blue tick, then do that. And that wraps up day 3. Let's move on to day 4 now. Okay, day 4 is this little section that goes up underneath your bio and just above where your first images are. It's called the highlights section, and I recommend that you use this as much as possible. It's a great place to highlight stories that have performed really well or links to things that you really want to highlight. So for instance, if you're a DJ and you have a record label, it's a good idea to have your label in there. Then you can save all the tracks down into it with links directly to buy that track. It's a really nice way to manage all of your content in one place on Instagram. Think about these highlights like tabs on a website. So you'll probably have one for like About Me section. You'll have someone for testimonials. They're the kind of things that you need to be putting in here so that when people land on your page, they can see everything about you, get some reviews and make a decision whether they're going to book you or not. Highlights are really important. That's day 4. Finally, day 5, let's move on. Day 5, and one of my bugbears, one of the things that I bang on about all the time is content, what you're posting on your page. I see so many DJs just posting the same thing, flyers of where they're playing next. Nobody cares. They just get bored by that. It just becomes wallpaper. Nobody sees it. What people want to know is more about you as a person. That's how they can connect with you. It's called social media for a reason, so that you can connect with your followers and your fans. And this is a great way to do it. So mix up your content. I always point out Roger Sanchez. He does this really well. You probably, I bet if you go to his page now, you won't see any flyers on his page. He normally puts them in his stories. But on his page, you do see videos of him DJing, super important. But then you'll see stuff of him backstage as well, or traveling to a gig, things like that. He really does let you into his world. And that's what it should be about for me as a DJ, is promoting yourself that way, is by getting your personality across as well as your ability to DJ. You know, it's all well and good that you're playing in all these venues, but if all you're doing is posting flyers, it just becomes wallpaper and everybody gets bored. So really think about what content you're going to post. Another great place to put behind the scenes stuff is in your stories. So use stories as like if you have a gig coming up, you traveling to the gig, and then on your main feed, you'll have the videos of the gig. And then in your stories, you might have another video of you traveling back home, things like that. Just start to think about how you can use stories to, tell your story. That's what they're about. I promise you, if you follow these 5 things, this will really make a difference to your Instagram page, and it will level you up to the Premier League of social media, which is where Instagram is now. It's so hard to grow on there nowadays, but you have to be doing these things to at least be in with a chance of growing and gaining more followers. And at the end of the day, that is going to lead you to get more gigs, which is really what you want. Now, I've put this plan together on a really cool little website where you can download this and you can read it in a lot more detail. There's loads of content in here for you to see to make sure that you're doing it all properly. Just click on the link below this video in the comments and you'll get access to the 5-day challenge. It's free to do. There's no fee involved. I promise you'll get something from this. And all I ask is that when you've done it, you come back and comment on this video and tell me how good you thought it was. Because I guarantee you're going to love this. My Instagram 5-day challenge is available for you to do right now. Thank you for watching this video. Can't wait to hear how you got on. I'll see you in the next one.